Welcome to another episode of Royal Rumble. Please stand by for the upcoming fight. This time, the Dark Elves will face up against the Skaven.
So welcome to another episode of Royal Rumble and thank you for tuning in. In this episode I'm playing the Dark Elves and I'm facing up against the Skaven. And you can already see here over here I have these new skins for the Hydra. So overall I'm not a real user of all these mods in the workshop and all these reskin mods. I'm not a huge fan of it. I like it and I think it is quite good that there are so much mods available in Total War, but overall I don't use them. But this mod is really cool. I love it, this reskin over here. I think there are 3 or 4 different models available for skins available for the Hydra, and it's looking so cool. So I will always use it now to reskin my Hydras, at least in my in my battle casts over here. So very cool mod. I will put a link in the description. Yeah, that you also, if you are interested, and find this mod in the workshop. So let's go to my army composition over here, and nothing new, so I will not tell anything about that. I have Bleak Swords in the front line. I have Black Arc Coursers, damage dealers directly behind that. I have my Witch Elves on each flank for flankings. Also very huge damage dealers, very aggressive, really dangerous, especially against the Skaven. I have in my last line Dark Shards over here, also to prepare for pressuring to cause a lot of pressure over here from the back line, and they're constantly shoot on the front line, and also to snipe Greyseer out on his mount, or also on the Doom Wheels, or also Red Ogres, because these guys also cause armor piercing, or have armor piercing missiles. Of course the Red Ogres have no armor, or the armor is really low, 30. But as I said, for sniping out enemy lords, but also to constantly shoot on the front line. Then I have on each side Dread Spears over here, just to protecting my backside over here, but also of course that they join the frontline fight. It causes also a lot of pressure to that, also to compete against Red Ogres, or to fight against Red Ogres, but also to protect my backline from Doom Wheels, even if also the Dread Spears need support if they fight against the Doom Wheel. Then I have, as always, my War Hydra and a Malekith. And I thought about to leave out the Black Dragon, because it's really easy for the Skaven to snipe it out. So I thought to bring the Malekith on a cold one. But I think you have so much mobility on the Black Dragon. And Black Dragon is quite strong also. So I cannot leave him out. I want to play with the Black Dragon all the time. As I said, you can cause a lot of harass damage in the beginning. But you have to watch out for the Warp Lightning Cannon and for the Poison Wind Globaliers and all that stuff. So it's very dangerous for the Black Dragon against the Skaven if there is a Warp Lightning Cannon and stuff like that. So let's go to my opponent. We can see over here we have a Doom Wheel. We have this is very dangerous, in fact, for the Dark Elves. Then we have a front line of Skaven Slaves with spears. These guys are really steady, in fact, for the relatively spoken to the price. So in my opinion, they are quite cost efficient, even if they are a very low tier infantry unit, of course. But they can hold the line for some time against large units and stuff like that. Then we have Plague Monk Censer Bearers, so very good pick, in my opinion. The most elite infantry unit of the Skaven with a lot of armor piercing damage. Then we have Stormwomen with halberds. I think 2 units of Stormwomen with halberds and 2 Plague Monk Censer Bearers on each side. So very elite backline over here. The Stormwomen, of course, anti-large unit, causing a lot of armor piercing damage. And as I said, the Plague Monk Censer Bearers also most elite infantry unit, with especially to compete against other infantry units, with causing a lot of armor piercing damage, 31 in fact. And they are also they are in fact very low on armor, so that they have nearly no armor, so they have just 10. But the Stormwomen are very heavily armored also. We have 90 armor on the side of the Stormwomen. Then we have Red Ogres, 2 groups over here, also to improve the performance of the front line. Then we have a Lord Skrolk, a Assassin, and Clan Rats, Skaven Slave Slingers over here, very cheap missile infantry unit, also on this side, and also on this side, so 3 Skaven Slave Slingers, and in the last line, or we have, or the artillery is the Plague Catapult. So no Warp Lightning Cannon in this game. So let's begin over here. We'll not talk too long, and let's see how this works out. So actually, I caused a lot of harass damage in the beginning, or not. Yeah, it was okay. So with this Chill Wind over here on this side, and here this Blight Wind, and I like that. So these spells and abilities from the Malekith damage will cause a lot of damage actually to the Skaven units, and this is very good. So quite wide front line over here. Oh, very wide front line. And on this side over here, my Witch Elves fighting the Stormvermin. And this is quite interesting, because the Witch Elves are not able to pierce the armor over here. So we can clearly see that even if the Witch Elves have such a huge amount of melee attack, or 46 in fact, we can see they are nearly not able to damage the Stormvermin. Because the Stormvermin are very heavily armored, and the Witch Elves causing nearly no armor piercing damage. And overall, also the complete front line of my opponent was really steady. So as I said, the Plague Monk Sansabearers in combination with the Red Ogres and all that Stormvermin are really able to hold the line for some time, because they are really elite. But over here, I was able to break that spot over here and push forward, at least with 1 unit of Black Orc Corsairs. But on this side we have still these Skaven Slave Slingers and 1 unit Red Ogres are fighting. And on this side, 2 units of Black Bleak Swords and Red Spears fighting these Plague Monk Sansabearers, so it's very difficult for me to break through over here. So very good of my opponent. So I was able to kill the Doom Wheel over here, and the reason for that is that I think the Malekith on the Black Dragon is really able to, if you don't watch out with your Doom Wheel and you get trapped or you get engaged in a fight with a Malekith, the Doom Wheel gets really heavily damaged quite fast. So you have to watch out with the Doom Wheel. So I noticed he routes off, and of course I want to force him off so that he will not come back. And overall, my War Hydra still fighting in here and causing actually also a lot of damage to other monster units like the Red Ogres over here. And as I said, the performance of the War Hydra is really good, and we have very good stats. But Lord Skrolk is also is quite healthy, or is still alive, and casting some Clan Rats and Stormvermin and all that stuff. And yeah, so he was still alive at this point. But overall, that was everything from this game over here. So nice match, was a lot of fun actually. You can see the Bleak Swords, even if they are a low tier infantry unit, they perform quite well. You can see they kill a lot of models, and they're really steady against the Skaven. And I think my opponent took too much Skaven Slayer Spears. This is one of the problems, because they route off. As I said in the beginning, they are quite steady against large units, but against Bleak Swords and against damage dealers, they get massacred, or they will rout really fast, and then your complete front line will break up. So I would, in this game, I would not take too much Skaven Slayer Spears. It's good to protect them, to protect your sides, but not to mess them in the front line. So I would, in this case, I would take other units. So as I said, it was too much. But overall, you can see also the Witch Elves performed quite good, even if the Stormwomen were very able to hold the line against them. So thank you for watching this episode, and hope to see you on the next episode, and have a nice evening. Thank you.